What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 3 battle for the UPBA. We are here ready to go for this battle that honestly could really be important for our season because the season is pretty short, and if we go down 1 and 2, it might be a hole that's really tough to climb out of depending on how our remaining opponents are going to be. And I'll be honest, I think I said it last time, but we have one of the toughest schedules in the entire league, and honestly, I don't really think it's all that close, which is kind of crazy. But hopefully we can get the W here. We are playing against Goki Gamer and the Milwaukee Meta Champs. Ideally we can get a W because, like I said, the matchup is going to be really interesting. We definitely do have a couple of ways to really take advantage of it. Before I do that, I want to give a huge thank you to my YouTube channel members. We have our level 1s, Eric Breathauer, Hayes, Olivia Sama, Zeke0 at level 1. We then have at level 2, Terrence, and we have, let's try it again. At level 2, Terrence, level 3, Volt, and level 3 as well, Sully. Now, if you guys didn't know, if you want to see the exclusive video to learn how I build all my teams, the exact thought process that goes into it, make sure to become a YouTube channel member if you want to do that. Again, it is going to be level 2 that does that. You are supporting the channel financially, which would mean a great deal to me. But again, just leaving a like on the video also makes a massive difference. So make sure to leave a like and comment as well. Let's go ahead and jump into the matchup. Showing off the teams here, very spooky team we've got here. He's got the Aegis Slash, he's got Lycanroc Dusk, which really my team does not appreciate at all because of its frailty. Or because of our frailty rather. Nidoking is a pain to switch into. My team has like 2 good ways to take multiple Nidoking attacks, and they're not the best. Togekiss can be kind of annoying, especially if it's offensive. I don't know how my opponent plays, but I have, 2 really solid flying resists in Tornadus and in Steelix. I have a couple of answers to a flinching Togekiss, but I really don't want to deal with that set, and it might be a little bit challenging. So we're going to see what happens. Hopefully we don't get flinched too much. Volcanion is actually a Pokemon my team really does struggle with, surprisingly, but it is a good Pokemon nonetheless, so we are prepared for that in the best way we can be. Snorlax can be insane. My team has a really hard time breaking it outside of like physical Toxicroak or like physical Cinderace's like high jump kick, basically, are like the only things that really are going to be able to wear it down consistently, especially if it's already set up. Vikavolt, big problem. You guys know Vikavolt has been causing a lot of problems for me lately. NCP in that run was, that thing was spooky. And then Uxie, again, a rock setter, U-turn knockoff, a ground immunity. I know our ground type obviously gets 1,000 arrows, so not the end of the world, but it is still really annoying. Druddigon, another rocker for him. Glare, all that shenanigans. Roar, Dragon Claw, Dragon Tail, whatever it's going to be, the coverage is just a solid Pokemon overall. Rough Skin Rocky Helmet can be a real pain because my teams usually like to run a lot of momentum, which surprisingly my team has 0 momentum this week. 0 momentum at all. Alolan Persian, again, last time I played this thing, I did not play around it well, and I am hoping to really take care of it because it does outspeed my entire team this week. Lurantis is here. I expect it to come because of the Zygarde. It's a grass type, so it resists the ground type attacks. And then Machoke, I do not expect to come. I think Machoke is the least likely to come, and I am prepping for everything but Machoke. Let's go ahead and jump into our first mon, which is going to be a new Pokemon making its season debut. We have Dart, the Toxicroak. Dart after the Poison Dart Frogs, because I looked at Poisonous Frogs, and all of them had some variation of like Dart in the name. So we have Dart, the Toxicroak. Poison Jab, Drain Punch, Vacuum Wave, and Earthquake with the Expert Belt. This coverage hits a grand total of, I think it's 7 or 8 out of his entire team. The only mon that does not hit for super effective damage or better, actually it's going to be, it's 4 of them I don't hit. So I hit Aegis Slash with Earthquake. I hit Lycanroc, or well, Aegis Slash and Nidoking, and I guess Volcanion with Earthquake. I hit the Togekiss with Poison Jab. I hit the Lycanroc, the Snorlax, and the Persian with Drain Punch or Vacuum Wave, and I guess the Lycanroc as well. But I also have then the what am I saying? The Vacuum for the Lycanroc specifically, and then the Vikavolt, the Uxie, the Druddigon, and the Machoke are taking neutral damage at very worst, which isn't bad at all. We can potentially poison the Druddigon, which would be nice for us. Obviously, we'd be taking a lot of damage, so we want to be careful with that, of course. So Expert Belt is just a really good move for us, a really good item for us to have, as a way to just get the extra damage we want without weakening ourselves, because our spread here is really cool. And shout out to Liv and to Hayes, not Hayes, it was Liv and Tone. But shout out to Hayes as well for helping us out, but Liv and Tone were actually in the call, so shout out to them for helping us with the build. Hayes was helping us with some discussions after the fact, Frankie with the mock, and then Pavak with the mock as well. So shout out to those 5 for this week's help. But we basically noticed that this set really puts in a lot of work against this team because it outspeeds a good deal of things. It actually speeds highs the Nidoking as well, which, I mean, I don't know how much I want to bank on a speed tie, but in the case I need to, it's not bad. And at the end of the day, if I find out he's like Choice Scarf and he's locked into Sludge Wave or Ice Beam or something like that, then I have a free switch into Toxicroak to just put in a lot of pressure on his team. Basically, the speed on the set is there to speed tie the Nidoking, but also outspeeds the Togekiss, We always 2-KO a max defense and max HP Togekiss with Expert Belt boosted Poison Jab after leftovers, which is very nice. And we also 2-KO a 36 HP Lycanroc with Vacuum Wave. That's in case it's deciding to creep the Zarude. That's the big thing. So if it decides to creep Zarude, then we will be able to make sure we can always 2-KO that thing with Vacuum Wave, with our Expert Belt boosted Vacuum Wave. We also OHKO a 4 HP Nidoking with Earthquake after 1 Spike. Spikes are in the game plan this week. That is the plan. That is why we have our Toxicroak here. Really solid Pokemon. We are going the minus Spadef route instead of the minus defense route because of the Shadow Sneak on Aegislash, but also on the Accelerock from the Lycanroc. That's the Pokemon. And also, I guess, Sucker Punch on Nidoking. Our next mon will be Killua, the Thunderous Therian with the Chardy Berry, Focus Blast, Thunderbolt, Nasty Plot, and Agility. This is our win condition this week. It's a really, really good Pokemon for us to have. And if we can connect our Focus Blast, big if, I know, 70%, we'll see, then we're going to be in a really, really good position. The answers to electric type attacks that my opponent has are limited, to say the least. It's like Nidoking, it's Druddigon, and it's Vikavolt. And if I get to +2, Vikavolt isn't even really an answer. Druddigon isn't really an answer. So in reality, it's only the Nidoking. But the reason I am running Focus Blast is because of the Snorlax. That Pokemon I can't beat. I was originally running Psychic instead, and this set kind of was one that Tone and Liv kind of worked on together. Like Liv mentioned, oh, like just mono electric with Psychic, and I was like, Double Dance seems really good here. Tone was going to suggest Double Dance as well, so it was something that we all kind of saw as being an option. So we're really excited about this set. The investment on this is also really cool. We have enough speed on this set, which is speed for the Nidoking. We don't even have speed for anything else. I could go with like speed for, I guess, Adamant Lycanroc, or I can go speed for Max Speed Uxie if I really wanted to, but there's really no need. Nidoking is the biggest threat, and that's really it, period, point blank, because we want to have speed for any random Scarpers. The offense that we have on the spread is also really, really important. If I go and actually pull it up, Thundurus has speed for Nidoking, like I said, and with our investment in special attack, we always OHKO a max HP Druddigon after Spike with a +2 Focus Blast, I believe it is. We also always 2-KO an AV max special defense and max HP Snorlax while we were at +2, again with the Focus Blast. The rest I put into my bulk. We really didn't need to go crazy with the investment into bulk, so we just decided to shove it all into the HP, and the biggest reason for that was because we just need to take a variety of attacks. We actually take around 50% from Life Orb Jolly Accelerock from the Lycanroc. It does, I believe, just under 50%, which is nice. So in the event that, I don't know, we're never going to get max HP, but in the event it's like non-Life Orb or something, and we've taken like a round of rocks, then maybe we can actually take a hit, or maybe we take a knockoff from the Persian, and we're at around 20 or 75%, we can still probably take a non-Life Orb version of a Accelerock from the Lycanroc. That's really just an option for us, but I don't really think it's going to be necessary because Chardy Berry is only going to be popping against said Lycanroc. That is our Thundurus, and hopefully we can actually put in a lot of work with it because it is, like I said, our win condition this week. We then have our secondary Pokemon that is not really a win condition, it's just a Pokemon that honestly we really didn't know what to do with, and we're having a hard time with this build because of it. And we went with Aquaria the Tapu Fini here with the Choice Scarf, but its only goal is to trick a Scarf onto one of the following Pokemon: Volcanion, Snorlax, Vikavolt, Uxie. Even Vikavolt's kind of like, but if we can, I don't think Druddigon comes, I'll be honest, but if it does, that too. But if we can trick a Scarf onto Volcanion, especially if it's a bulky Volcanion with like leftovers or boots, that'll feel really good. Snorlax, we want to trick the Scarf on that as well, so it can never beat me 1v1 because it'll lose its Assault Vest, it'll lose leftovers, it'll lose the ability to recover up freely and set up on me. Uxie because it just becomes setup fodder, which is amazing. And my team doesn't have that much setup outside of Killua and my Zygarde. But I feel really strongly that having this ability to trick something, ideally the Volcanion, because Volcanion is really annoying, is very nice. We do have a lot of speed on this set, and I was kind of against it at first, but we then decided to say, you know what, we're going to go with speed on this, and it's not as much as we need, it's not too much, is basically what I'm trying to say. If it was too much, I would say, no, not bothering. It's too much investment in speed, it's just not really worth it when we don't have the offense to back it up. We don't have the support that this Pokemon provides us to back it up. So we decided to go with 116 EVs in speed, which allows me to reach a speed with my Choice Scarf of outspeeding a max speed Lycanroc. That is the thing. So with the Scarf, we outspeed max speed Lycanroc, and I can fire off a Surf on it and do an absolute metric amount of damage. If it is the same Lycanroc I've been calculating, 36 HP, I believe we actually OHKO after a Spike, which is super useful because in case that ends up being something that we have to deal with, then boom, smack it with a Surf and get the KO on it is just absolutely beautiful. Haze is there because we want to be careful around not only a Cursed Snorlax, but a Weakness Policy Aegislash with a Totemize. I'm really scared of that kind of set, and it can be very, very problematic for my team to deal with. we have to be very, very careful about allowing that thing to set up or allowing it to get the boosts from the weakness policy. Nature's Madness is a good way to chip everything down because, again, if we chip everything down into the range of, instead of being +4, Thunderous's Focus Blast or Thunderbolt, it's +2 or neutral, then amazing. We're in a much better position. If we manage to force this thing down to range, force Pokemon down to the range of a Vacuum Wave or any other Toxicroak attack, then we're also in a really amazing spot. So I feel like this was just the best option for me. And then Trick, like I said, we want to trick a lot of things. The investment in our defense, I believe, was there so that we can always take 2 Jolly Life Orb Lycan Rock Stone Edges from full. I think there's actually like a 0.2% chance that it actually KOs me from full, which isn't crazy, which is not bad at all. But again, we outspeed, so we outspeed and KO back with like a Surf because of Life Orb, which is nice. And then we also have basically the plan, like I said, trick even Aegislash, by the way. I did mention Aegislash. I did not mention that, but tricking a Scarf into Aegislash isn't bad at all because although it'll outspeed me, it's probably not going to be running too much speed. It'll probably run speed for like +2 calcs, not +1 calcs, if it's running like a Totemize, or no speed at all. And if that's the case, then I can just outspeed it still with my slower mons that aren't, well, my faster mons that aren't super slow, like Thunderous, for example. So yeah, that is going to be my Feeny. Moving on to our next mon, it will be, wow, I'm 11 minutes in, this is crazy. Moving on, we have Necrozma, which is Psychic Heat Wave, Moonlight, and Toxic. Really strong set here. Super annoying to deal with because we really need to actually have a way to take hits from Nidoking, and I'm not bringing Type Null, so I have the Necrozma here. Now, Necrozma honestly has better options. I would love for like a Dragon Dance. Like I was thinking like a bulky, really bulky Dragon Dance set with Dragon Dance, Moonlight, and then coverage options. I just couldn't do it. And the reason was that we need to have ways to take hits from Nidoking. I don't want the same thing happening from week 1 where we did not have the Pokemon we wanted to take hits be able to take hits. That was the problem. But hey, we have a Pokemon that can actually really support our team well, recover up on things, be a Pokemon that's going to take a lot of hits, but at the same time dish out quite a bit of damage. I'm really excited for this because it can actually do a lot of work against Pokemon like the Nidoking, like the Lightning Rock, like the Togekiss even, because we have Toxic on the Volcanion because defense is much better than special defense. That's just an option. And then we also find out, by the way, if the Snorlax is not only going to be one Assault Vest based on the fact that we're special, we'll also find out if it's immunity or not. And if it's not immunity, I'm pretty confident it'll have Rest. If it doesn't have Rest, well, hey, so be it. I'm not mad at it. Regardless, it is a Pokemon that I feel like has a really good option for our team. The investment on this spread, we actually have guaranteed enough, and this is like perfect, right on the money. And unfortunately, I have to go 252 in speed, and the reason, or HP rather, and the reason for that is because instead of being if we're at 203 HP, which is what we would be if we had 244 investments, we go to 204 in speed in our speed stat if we have maximum EVs there. And that what allows us to do is guaranteed after a round of rocks and leftovers, we take 2 Timid Life Orb Nidoking Sludge Waves from full. It will never ever ever do enough to KO me. I believe we get back, I think it's 11 points of health or 12 points of health or something like that from the leftovers, and we take like 16 or 17 points of health from the Stealth Rock, and we're actually guaranteed to take the hit no matter what. I calced it, I made sure of it. We are 100% golden on that, which is perfect for us. That is the plan with our Necrozma. Just annoy things, take hits. I just gotta be careful against the Aegislash. If Aegislash is against me, if it's like an Atomize on me, while I go for Heat Wave and it's the Atomize set, then oh, that's spooky, but hopefully I can get a Spike up on it and then kind of like figure out a bit what it wants to do. Honestly, as long as it doesn't get the boost up, I'm fine. If it doesn't get a boost up, I'm happy. If I find out that it's not, like if I find out it's leftovers or something or whatever, then I'm happy that I can just go for Heat Wave pretty freely against it. Our next mon is going to be Eevee Oddly, our Frostlass with the heavy duty booties. This is mostly for webs, not actually for Stealth Rocks, because we want to make sure we can get up spikes, we can outspeed the things we want to outspeed, like the Nidoking, for example, and I guess even like the Aegislash 2 and fire off a nice Shadow Ball against it, which is really the plan here. Dual stabs are so good, and Toxic is nice because it Toxic the Snorlax. I wanted to have Will-O-Wisp. Originally I did have Will-O-Wisp, but I changed it to Toxic because Volcanion is such an issue. That's really it. That's the biggest reason. Spikes are there. Spikes are super important for a lot of our calcs. If I can get one spike, just one, our team pressures is so much. So I'm absolutely living for that. Hopefully we can actually make it work. And we do speed tie the Lycan Rock Day, which is amazing for us. We then have our final mon, our Zygarde. Ouroboros is here. 1,000 Arrows, Substitute, Dragon Dance, and Toxic. Another Toxic Pokemon, Toxic on half the team while we have a Tapu Fini. Interesting. Well, it's still really good. I was actually thinking about going Sub-Toxic Protect Arrows, but we decided to go Dragon Dance because if he ends up being a Choice Scarf Nidoking, or I trick him the Scarf, or I trick the Volcanion the Scarf, then I'm not in the best position. And if I can always outspeed them, I can do a shit ton of damage to him. His arrows resists are not great. He has Lurantis, which if Lurantis comes, okay, it's the Lurantis. It's not the best Pokemon in the world, and it's something that just hard loses to my Toxicroak unless it's running Superpower as well as Leaf Storm. I think it's gonna be running Leaf Storm primarily. So that's something to note. It also loses to my my Frostlass, which is another important thing to say as well. But basically, the investment that we have on this, number one, we have speed for the Nidoking. That's the biggest, most important thing. HP right now is a leftovers number, so we're always going to be getting back a really good amount of HP. If I went down to, if I lowered this EV by 8, instead of gaining back, I think it's 11 HP, instead of gaining back 12 HP, I'd gain back 11. So it is something to keep in mind. We want to make sure that we're gaining back as much HP as possible from the leftovers. We do take any +2 attack from physical or special Aegislash after rocks, which is amazing. Super happy about that. And we also take Adamant Ice Punch from Snorlax. We also 2-hit KO a max HP Vikavolt at +1, and we 2-hit KO a max HP max defense Vikavolt while we are at +2. So that's important to note. It's just an interesting Vikavolt calcs for us to have. I feel like Zygarde's just in general a really good Pokemon for us. Being an electric immunity, a second one on the team kind of, I guess, forces Vikavolt away because my team does have a decent weakness to electric types outside of those ones. So yeah, I feel pretty good about Zygarde, hoping it can put in the work. I gotta get going, guys. Goki is reaching out to me for the battle, but fingers crossed we can get the W. Our secret word of the day today. What is it going to be? Oh my god, what did I have for lunch today? I had like chicken pot pie, basically. We call something different in Quebec, but if you guys will say chicken pot pie or whatever chicken dish you want down in the comments below, it will let me know that you watch the Team Builder and that you're one of the real MVPs who do watch the Team Builder. But that's it, guys. Let's do this. It's time to battle. I hope you enjoy the Team Builder. Let's do it. Alrighty, everyone, we are back. I'm very, very surprised to see this team here. Very surprised. But hey, it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead and jump into it. He does not bring the Aegislash, which I'm super thrilled about, really happy about, but what does he bring? There's a Snorlax, which is annoying. I have Haze, which is good. There's the Vikavolt, which gets access to webs, which I don't like at all. So how do I want to lead off with this? How do I want to do this? I can lead off with, what do I want to lead off with here? I'm gonna put Eevee Oddly and Spike Stack him, which is definitely a play. And I think I'm gonna do that. I can pressure things quite a bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I don't feel any shame about it at all. And yeah, that's really it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Fingers crossed. Good luck, have fun to our opponents. Let's turn on the audio for the in-game music. Shout out to my front office. We got a couple of people who are in the call. We are hopping in call now with them and trying to get a nice little, not chat going on, but they're going to be watching the game, seeing if I'm making mistakes. And then after the fact, they can always say, hey, you forgot this play, and so that way I can know better. Because a lot of the time when I play these games, I'll play like the next game before you guys see this video. So for example, week 2 hasn't gone up yet, but I'm playing week 3. All right. How do we want to do this? Do we want to get up a spike? Do we want to just attack this thing? I think attacking this thing is really important too. So I'm going to go to Frostlass here against Vikavolt. Level 50. Okay, we should do about 40-ish% to this thing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by going for a spike here. That's what I want to do, number 1. The spike is really important, and I feel like he's going to get his web. I wish I had taunt. I don't think this thing gets taunt, but still. Sticky web. Yep, that's fine. Understandable. We knew that the sticky web would be a problem, but it's not the end of the world at all. Okay, I can get up another layer of spikes if I want to. I can go for a Shadow Ball. I can go for a Toxic. How do I want to do this? What do I want to do here? Because the second layer of spikes is really nice. It really pressures this team a lot and takes away a lot of the burden on me. He has only 1 immunity, which is good. And I can just go for Toxic too. I think Toxic is a really solid play. Just to weaken this thing. Force the Zygarde to have to go for Toxic on it too. But Shadow Ball is great. I'll go for Toxic. I'll go for Toxic here. Just switches out. Do we see a Snorlax? Do we see a Volcanion? We see a Snorlax. Is this thing going to be immunity? There we go. It's immunity. I'm pretty confident now that this thing is Assault Vest. It's not. It's leftovers. Wow. Okay, that's fine with me. I kind of want to go for another spike here. Kind of want to go for another spike here, to be honest. But I'm not. I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go into Aquaria, and I'm going to Trick. Because I will be honest, I don't think that this guy goes for a setup move, or if he does, fine. But I don't think he's going to go into Vicable, for example, on the Query. I think, if anything, he'll go into Volcanion. Which, like, if I trick, that's fine. So we're going to switch out. That is fine. And let's take a look at this damage here. Do we see a Crunch, Fire Punch? We know it's immunity Snorlax. And leftovers as well. Curse. Fine with me, baby. Fine with me. Set up your curses. I'll just go for Trick. Then I'll haze you. Alrighty. So it is Curse with immunity, which I did not expect, I will be honest. Go for our Trick. Beautiful. Go for another Curse. Please go for another Curse. Facade. That's fine. I have leftovers now. I'm not too concerned about it. I can go into Evialdi here. Take any attack, which is nice. I'm gonna do that. If he makes his prediction, no problem. That's fine with me. But we get this thing a Choice Scarf, meaning it's basically crippled. So this is one of his win conditions that's gone now. That's amazing for us. That's amazing for us. We're really, really good in that position. And there's no Lycan Rock, which is unbelievable. Which is out. Fine with me. Steampunk. Volcanion. Do we see spikes? It is Boots. Okay, this is Boots Volcanion. Boots Volcanion. A bit of a problem here. I would love a second layer of spikes. I would love a second layer. Oh, I can't. I think I have to go for... I can't even go for Toxic. How many turns of terrain do I have left? 2. I'll go Aquaria here. I don't expect a Sludge Wave. I expect a Flamethrower or something. But we'll see what he wants to do to me. Oh, it would have been so nice if I'd gone for Nature's Madness there. Flamethrower. Yeah, that's what I expected. So let's see. We are at 108 down to 80. So that's, what, 28 points of health. So let's take a look quickly at the Cal. Feeny against Volcanion. Let's get rid of the specs on this thing. Let's put it back to level 50. So, Flamethrower. This is not modest. It's not even max attack. It can be like no attack. It's defensive. It's defensive. And I think we can go for a very free Nature's Madness here. Sludge Wave me. Fine. I'm pretty sure because you're not bulky, we're going to take this hit. Or not offensive, we're going to take this hit. Because we do. Beautiful. And Nature's Madness. Boom. We bring this thing down to half. Down by half, which is great. Problem is now we just have to sack this off. Which, like, fine. It's not the best. It's just fine. Does this have any use for me? It's being undersped by everything except for Snorlax, which we beat. I don't think this has any use for me right now. I'm clicking Nature's Madness again. Flamethrower. That's fine. He gets rid of us. Okay, so down goes Aquaria. Alright, so Feeny is gone. I can go into Killua here. Ooh, or do I go into Necrozma? I'm gonna go Killua here. I'll go Killua. That's what I'm gonna do. And I kind of want to go hard into... I really want to make the play and go hard into Frostlass here. Or Necrozma rather, excuse me. And I think I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to do that. Expecting the Nidoking to come in. Expecting Nidoking to come in, we'll go into Necrozma here. Switches out. Kyle Chad Jr. Wow. I'm actually fine with this. This is not the end of the world for me. Because I can just eat any hit he wants to go for. But damn, he basically gave me like setup with this. I'll go for Psychic and Scout, what he wants to do. He's immunity, so I can't Toxic it. Very surprised. Facade, it outspeeds me. Bro, that's funny. Did quite a big chunk. That's some solid damage there. That's some solid chip. And I kind of think my play is going to be to go for a Heat Wave here, try and bank on a 10% chance to burn, but I also catch the Persian coming in, which I think I just did. Did I catch the Persian? The boy caught the Persian. We caught it. And we connect. Beautiful. That's some good damage there. That's some really good damage. That's some great damage for us. I can just switch out here. You can go for a knockoff on me pretty freely. I don't really need the... I don't need the item on this. I can just go for a Heat Wave here, which I think is solid too. So I can always recover up on the Snorlax as long as I'm like 60-ish HP, which is not bad. Ugh. I need to keep this around. I need to be able to weaken something. I'm going to go into... As long as it doesn't punish me with a parting shot, I'm good. As long as it doesn't punish me with a parting shot, I think I'm good. Alright, Killua. No parting shot, please. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Okay, that did a good chunk of damage. That's okay with me. And I have a pretty free Focus Blast here. If he goes into Snorlax, he goes into Snorlax. So be it. Part of me has a feeling he doesn't have coverage for Frostlass on his Snorlax. Parting Shot, he outsped. Yeah, I forgot about that. And Parting Shot comes out too. It's not going to do as much. I hope he goes Snorlax here, not Nidoking. I mean, if he goes Nidoking, it's not the end of the world because we're prepared better for next time. What are we going to see here? This is not all the team I expect and it's hurting me. Okay, he goes into Snorlax. I'm happy about that. We take more Spikes Chip, and he's now at half. Focus Blast. Misses. Of course it misses. Of course it misses. Believe the oddly. Expecting the Facade. I don't think he has any other attacking move. Bro, that's so bad. We need like, I can't be missing Focus Blast. We ran Focus Blast, we're like, no, we're gonna hit. We can't miss. We can't miss. Alright, switches out. Yali. Attack me, please. Ice Punch. I'm not mad at that, it's fine with me. I think here I go for a Shadow Ball. Because I chip down everything, and if he switches out, he switches out. I don't think he's going to stay in. Or do I Toxic? No, I Shadow Ball. I Shadow Ball here. Switches out. Fine. Steampunk, yep, that's what we expected. Not going to take any spikes, but I'm pretty sure I'll get 2 a KO here. Unless it's like super specially defensive. Which I think will be physically defensive, if anything. Amazing. Oh, it's so good. We get special defense drop. I don't think we KO with Ice Beam here. But Volcanion against Frostlass. -1. I can't even risk it, can I? I can't. I just gotta go for the Shadow Ball here. He stayed in. Oh, we got rid of Volcanion. Oh, that's so big. That's so big. That is so big for us. I had no switch into that thing. He has 1 mon that outspeeds me. And it's Persian. There's 1 mon that outspeeds me and it's Persian. I have a question about... Let's see the speed on Toxicroak at -1 against Lurantis. Lurantis is pretty slow. It's 45 base speed. It'll always outspeed me. Nope, that's level 100. Level 50. It has to be Jolly. Do I want to stay in? Do I want to switch out? What would this go for? Go for a spike and scout. As get off good damage, and depending on what he goes for, I can have Thunderous maybe sweep. I'll go for another spike. I'll go for another spike here. I don't know what he's gonna do, but like the fact that he went for that is not bad. Ice Punch, yeah, fine with me. Like it's not great, but it's not bad at all. I have 2 hours of spikes up. I can go for Ice Beam now. He's not thick fat, so this is gonna be neutral instead of resisted. Ice Beam. The damage there, another Ice Punch. Okay. And now we can get the KO on this, but is that what I want to do? It's fine, I think. I have Necrozma in the back still. Or is it better for me to switch out to Necrozma, heal up? I think it's better for me to do that. I'm going to switch to Necrozma, heal up. So we're going to take our webs. That's fine with me. We should take an Ice Punch here. Yep. There's 1 punish. It's 10% chance. There's a 10% chance for me to get massively punished. But we're going to go for the Moonlight here. And I think he's just going to stay in until he sacks. Pretty sure we have our leftovers as well, which is very nice. Good. Now, as much as I would like to just go for another Moonlight, I don't have much PP, so I'm just going to go for a Psychic here and get the KO. I'll claim my KO. I feel like I've been clicking pretty quickly. I haven't been doing much calcing. But Ice Punch comes out. Choice Scarf, Snorlax. That was a punish. That was one of the 2 punishes, but it's unfortunate because I want to take as many hits as possible, but... Oh, it sucks. That crit sucks. Because we need health on this. That's what we need. We need health. But Snorlax is gone. It's just a little annoying. That's all it is. But I'm regretting not having Psychic on my set now. Generator. And comes Vikavolt. It's a Bug Buzz coming out here. Pretty confident about that. It's just like, if I lose this Pokemon. I can't afford to yet. I can't. I feel like I gotta go into my Snorlax, my Zygarde here. He's gonna Bug Buzz me, I know it. That's fine. I shouldn't take too much from him unless he's super offensive. I don't think he will be. And if he is, then I'll do more damage with arrows. Let's see. Go for like Voltage or something. Bug Buzz, yeah, that's what we expected. We just didn't have any switching. I started like Toxicroak, which whatever. Oh my god, he crit me, didn't he? No, he's like offensive as fuck. But did 103. Whoa, that's Vikavolt. Against Zygarde. No, he's just modest. It's a 4.7% chance to KO me here. He got a near max roll. He has to get one of the top two rolls to be able to KO me here. But like, we should do a good chunk of damage to him with arrows, which I don't even know if it's the wise move here. And maybe it's Toxic. How much does Thunderous take from this Bug Buzz? 37%. It's not terrible. I think I want to Toxic here in case he goes Lorantis, which I think is the play. Just stays in. We do connect the Toxic though, which is fine. And there's 2 rolls that can KO me. Just 2. We lived it. We lived it. That's good. It's a thing. Oh my god. And we can just go for our arrows here. The 6 he brought were really not the 6 I expected at all. This should do around a third? Did about a third, yeah. So another Bug Buzz comes out, it's gonna get the KO on me. Okay. Let's take a look at his leftover. So Toxicroak, how much do you do? Nowhere near enough. But Bug Buzz doesn't do a ton. Volt Switch doesn't KO me. Let's go into Crozma again, take a look. -1. We get 67. So there's a chance we can get outsped here. There's a chance we get outsped here. How much does Killua do? Not enough. How much does Frostlass do? Also not enough, and this is important. What do I go into here? What do I go into here? I think I go into the Dart here, and the reason I'm doing that is because 1, I'll outspeed, and 2, yeah, I'll outspeed, and 2, I don't need it to be at full HP. I just need it to be alive. Alright, go for our Poison Jab here. Do a good chunk of damage. We do outspeed, good. But it's slower, which is nice. Oh, thank you. Oh, we crit him. Okay, that's a big crit. Wow, that's a big crit. I'll take it. I'll take it. So Vikavolt is gone, but so is my Zygarde. And comes the Nidoking. Take your spikes. It's fine. You'll get your KO on me. But then I go into... Yep. Shit. I don't know if I can win with the Dart. Because of the Persian. Fuck. I'm gonna go and just Earthquake here. I'll just Earthquake. I'll just do it. Ice Beam. Do we take this hit? I don't think we do, but we might take this hit. We take this hit. Bro, that's huge. Oh, that's amazing. That's huge. That's what I like to see. Oh. I was thinking about switching into Thunderous. Staying in, massive there. Wow. Wow, getting rid of that. This thing was such a pain in the ass. But now it's gone, I feel so much better about our chances. Wow. And I believe we're just gonna walk with this. As long as I have one Mon out of range of Persian's like knockoff or something, I think that Thunderous can eat any hit from Persian now, I should be in the clear. Because if he goes into Persian, I Vacuum Wave and kill it. If he goes into Lurantis, I Poison Jab and kill it. He goes into Persian. So he's not expecting the Vacuum Move right now, or he's expecting me to not have it, or he's saying like banking on me not having it. But we just go for a Vacuum Move and we get our KO here. But this looks like it's gonna be a 4-0. I don't think we're actually gonna KO the Lurantis from full, considering it's probably gonna be defensive. Vacuum Wave. Bop. Love to see it. So Lurantis against Toxicroak, we do 58 to 70 if it's max defense, max HP. Alright, where is that Persian? Where's that Persian? There we go. Alright, Lurantis, we can just go for a Poison Jab here. We should outspeed him. We do. Is it super defensive? Toxicroak, cleaning up. 4 KOs at the very end. I'm not gonna lie, if we didn't crit the Vikavolt, then we would have had an uphill battle. He would have to go into the Nidoking. He could click Ice Beam and get a KO. I'd have to sack this off, which would suck, but I'd go into, because at that point, Again, first of all, if I didn't KO, it's unlikely he would KO the LC1 for Thunderbolt specifically. Anything else, we would have taken the hit. I don't know if he went for Thunderbolt. He could have gone for Bolt. He may not have Thunderbolt. Based on his spread, based on the fact that he was running Bug Buzz, I think he was going to be Bug Buzz, Webs, Volt Switch, and Roost. I think that was his 4 moves. And if that's the case, then that's fine. We get our damage with Poison Jab. He either dies to Toxic, or he's alive around again, and I go into Frostlass. And at that point, it's just 50-50s. Knockoff versus Parting Shot with Persian. That's the big thing. But we end up taking a 4-0W. I'll take it. Not the prettiest game in the world, but we will take it. We can always learn from this game. I think that we really over-prepped for quite a few things, like Aegislash, and didn't show up. If I was running Psychic on my Thundurus, I think I would have just swept. I think I would have gone to +2 speed against the Persian. I would have gone to +1 attack because of the, what is it called? The, I can't even think of the name right now. The Parting Shot, that's it. And then I would be able to Psychic and Thunderbolt through his entire team. Because we managed to trick the Snorlax and weaken it. But hey, it is what it is. We got the W. We will take it. 4-0 win. That is a, what is this? No, it's not the second 4-0 win. We should have had a 4-0 win last time, but Cinderace had to miss a Pyro Ball. But hey, it is what it is. All right, I want to thank our front office for giving us all the help today. I want to thank our YouTube channel members for supporting the channel financially. I want to thank all of you for watching and for enjoying the channel. If you guys are enjoying the content, then leave a like on the video. What are you doing? If you haven't left a like, come on, helps out the channel, helps it grow, and it lets me know that you enjoyed the content as well. Comment as well. Content. Enjoy the content and comment on top of that too. Commenting really helps out a lot. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I will see you guys next time.